Hey guys, what's happening? This is a Smooth Spy, and for all those interested in PC hardware landscape, this is a pretty exciting moment as Nvidia, at long last, has finally revealed their next-gen cards. That's right, it's the 1080. So, first up, let's say that this is really exciting because this is their new architecture, the Pascal architecture. Also, this is the die shrink to the 16 nanometer, so this is going to be pretty exciting. We should see some real performance boosts, and we can see that straight out of the gate with the GTX 980, as Nvidia saying this is their strongest card yet and king of the GPUs. It's coming out a whopping 2 times as powerful as the Titan X, which is outstanding because a lot of times when we see a new next-gen card, you usually can't pass the Titan card of last gen, but this one not only passes it, it's supposedly twice as powerful as the Titan X, which is phenomenal. Also, it's 3 times as power efficient as the Titan X, which is good because if anybody who had that card or knows anybody who had the card, it was really power hungry, and it was a Titan, yeah. So that's awesome. It's going to be more mainstream. It's also in equivalency, it's more powerful than dual 980s in SLI. So this card's got some horsepower for sure, and it's really good to hear. It's clocked at 9 teraflops of rendering power, which is astronomical. This is for sure a beast of a card. It's coming out with 8 gigs of GDDR5 RAM, which is a new RAM. It's not HBM, unfortunately. That's what a lot of the rumors, HBM 2.0, but it is still 8 gigs of really fast VRAM, so that's always good to see. Hopefully, maybe in the Ti or the Titan version of Pascal, we will see the HBM 2, as have been rumored in the past, but still not a bad thing for the VRAM. Surprisingly, it's coming with air-cooled, which is good. Because for all those who don't want to have to mess with setting up a water cooling rig, there were some rumors going around that it was going to be water cooled. Thankfully, though, it's got air cooled, at least for the reference design, of course. Same style as all the reference cards, so no real change in that. It's just edgier, I guess. You'll see some images here. And finally, the price. It's coming out at $600 and releasing May 27, which is not long from now. This is $50 more than when the 980 released, but we are seeing a big jump in the performance in comparison from the 980 to the 780 Ti. So that's always cool to see. Yeah, it'll be worth it, I think. Extra $50. It is $50 less though than the 980 Ti price. So yeah, you're really just. This is a beast of a card. Anybody who's building a rig who's really willing to spend in the higher end of a GPU range, this is your card. Like, there's no doubt this is your card. Screw the Titan X. Get this. It's insane, especially because it's $400 less than the Titan X is currently. It may have less VRAM, but that's the only drawback to this. Now on to the card that a lot of other people are most likely going to be more interested in is the 1070. The 970 during the Maxwell architecture was very popular with gamers. It was one of the most popular cards in the PCs according to Steam surveys and whatnot, which is understandable because it had a fantastic price to a performance which you just couldn't beat. I mean, it may only have 3.5 gigs of VRAM thanks to that whole half gig thing. But anyway, we're not going to talk about this. We're talking about the 1070. It's still more powerful than the Titan X. For all those who are wondering if it's going to be like a gimped version, no, it's still going to be more powerful than the Titan X. So even if you get this card, it's going to be killer. But when it comes to 1080p gaming, this card is just going to be, as well as the 1080, it's just going to completely destroy it. Same as the 970 and the 980 were in the past, except this time even more. So really, if you're buying this card for exclusively 1080p gaming, unless you're trying to hit a really high refresh rate, such as with VR, or perhaps with 120 refresh rate, I wouldn't even like waste your time with this card. This is just overpowered as all get out. This is meant for 1440p and even 4K gaming for sure. The 1070 also comes with 6.5 teraflops of processing power, so you're still getting a great bang for your buck. And speaking of, well, before we get onto the bucks, it's also coming with 8 gigabytes of standard GDDR5 VRAM, which is not as nice as the upgraded VRAM at the 1080, but we're still getting 8 gigs, so no 3.5, hopefully anyway, And of course, even 4 gigs, really, at this time in 2016 with the games how they are, especially the higher resolutions, 4 gigs of VRAM is just not enough. 8 gigs seems to be the sweet spot, because I really don't see us needing more than 8 gigs for quite a while, so this should be a safe bet even for 4K gaming, because 4 gigs is just not going to cut it. And when it comes to the price for the 1070, this is the part that a lot of people really like because of the performance per the price point, and we are looking at $370 US for the 1070, which is not bad, not quite as affordable as the 970, but still a really good deal considering you're getting something more powerful than a Titan X at under half the price. That's really insane, and I gotta give it to Nvidia. If this thing launches, which, speaking of which, the 1070 will be releasing June 10th, so we don't have long to wait. So if Nvidia can pull this off, then they're looking at another fantastic generation of cards. Unless, of course, AMD has something up their sleeve. We really hope so, because if that does, it'll give a healthy competition. And competition's always good, so hopefully AMD will come back with something that's even more awesome, because that would be a fantastic showdown. Because AMD really needs to step their game up and get it in this race again before Nvidia just runs away with it. So, yeah, guys. Anyways, that's pretty much all there is currently available about these cards. Be sure to leave your comments and questions and what you feel about these cards down in the comments. Are you going to get one when it comes out? You're going to upgrade to this? Or you're going to wait for maybe the Ti or the Titan version of these cards? Do you hope AMD will come back? Let me know all that down in the comments. And thank you very much for watching. This is the Smooth Spy. Take care.